Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to have Rue from Living Water Boat Cruises here in near Loveland. It's a winter haven in Florida, and
Yes,
I've
sir.
just enjoyed an unbelievable boat trip across several lakes. Rue, thank you very much first for that boat trip.
You're welcome,
Um,
Graham.
how long have you been involved in boating on these lakes?
So I've been running these lakes for probably 47 years, ever since I was a kid. I grew up out here in Winter Haven. I used to work at Cypress Gardens when I was a kid. I was a botanical gardens boat cruise driver. So it's in the blood running these lakes. This business is coming up on 9 years old.
Excellent,
Yes, sir.
excellent. And when people come out on these boat cruises, what is it they're looking for most of all? I mean, we've seen some fantastic bird life, we've seen some
Yes, sir.
alligators, etc. Is that the main thing, or is there other aspects to it?
So we're really good at spotting wildlife. We love our birds, and so we have all kind of species of birds. We have the alligators, the river otters, we have turtles, we have the pelican and the great blue heron and the all that every kind of bird you could think of in Florida is out here. And we have a lot of birders that come on board, and a lot of people want to come out, and we have the $1 million homes, you have the Legoland and Cypress Gardens, all the history of all that, the nostalgia, and the Esther Williams pool. I think I took you by all that. So they like a mix. They like a mix of the beautiful homes and the wildlife.
Excellent. But it's got a bit of history. You were telling me about, even going back to the First World War.
Yes, sir.
It's got a bit of history. Perhaps you can explain just a little bit about that to us.
Yes, sir. So Winter Haven's home to 50 lakes. 24 of them are connected in what we call the famous chain of lakes. And they connected them around 1915 through 1922. It was about a 7-year project. It was the Conservation Corps of America with the Army Corps of Engineers. Back then, there was a scurvy problem in America, lack of vitamin C. So the government, the state of Florida, they were looking for a place they could plant a bunch of orange groves to supply the troops with OJ during World War One. So they picked Winter Haven for the proximity of the lakes and the climate. And we had railroads that were running through here. So they would literally float the oranges through the canal, and they would offload them onto the packing houses. We had all kind of packing houses along the lakes. They would sort them out, the fruit. We had the OJ, the Valencias and the tangerines and the grapefruit and the Hamdens and all kind of fruit. And they would put them in wooden crates and place them on the railroad and send them up north and down south. And they used the lakes for that, for commerce.
Excellent.
Commerce.
Now, in terms of coming out on one of your cruises, what are the choices? I mean, I know you've got more than one option. What are the
Yes,
choices
sir.
for people?
So we have the 1 hour tour, which I took you on, which you get the 4 lakes. And you get to Lake Ship. This is Lake Ship with Harborside. And then you went to Lake Lulu, Eloise, and Summit. So 30 minutes over there, 30 minutes back. It's kind of a fast trip, but it's packed with a lot of wildlife and history and $1 million homes. And of course, the Legoland and Cypress Gardens area. And then we have the 2 hour where we would just keep going and see more wildlife and more $1 million homes and more history. So you went south today. We also have the north side, which is the bars, restaurants, marina, and seaplane base. So we have 3 restaurants, 2 bars, a marina, and a seaplane base. And like it's on this map right here, a map of the chain of lakes, all the restaurants and bars and stuff. We depart from Harborside Restaurant. I've been working with them for about 7 years, and they allow us to pick up here, and we keep our sign and our business cards here, and they give us exclusive reservations for our guests to have lunch here. So a lot of people like to have lunch and dinner. So they'll get on the boat and they'll go for an hour, come back and have lunch, or go on the boat and get a sunset cruise and come and have dinner at a Harborside.
It's all very nice. And for people that want to get more information, how do they get that? Have you got a website or a Facebook page or something?
Yes, sir. So Living Water Boat Cruises, www.livingwater boat cruises, and then the Instagram is the same, Living Water Boat Cruises. And Facebook is Living Water Boat Cruises.
Good.
Yes, sir. And
Ruth,
we
thanks very much, mate.
you're
It's
welcome.
been an absolute pleasure coming out here. The weather is fantastic, given that it's early February.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.